I'm coming with some realness today. Let's just get into it. Welcome to your Millennial Unfiltered Mother podcast, aka your mum podcast. I am your host, Christiana, and I'm here with you as Alona. I wanted to update you guys on sort of what's going on with me, as there is some major things happening in life, and I just wanted to sort of jump on here alone and talk to you guys with just me in the room. I didn't even want to speak with anyone about it. Not because I'm uncomfortable with doing so. I just fancy just sort of talking about it by myself, I guess, and just talking to you alone. So, update. What's going on with me? I'm about to have another surgery. And it is going to be a scary one. It's one that I did not want to have, and I have actually put off for quite some months. Well, I put it off initially when they wanted to operate on me last year, but I told them, look, I don't feel like I'm mentally ready for another surgery right now. I don't think I can hack a surgery, because they were like, it's best to do it quickly. And I was like, well, my son is about to turn 1. It's about to be my birthday. Christmas is coming up. There were so many things. And I just kind of felt like I'm about to go back to work after maternity leave. This is not the time to tell me, that I need to have another sort of serious operation. And I said, look, can we just wait several months? And, time has sort of gone on. And they sort of gave me a call a couple of weeks ago. Not even that, like they gave me a call like maybe 10 days ago or something like that. I was like, cool, the surgeon wants you to come in on this date. Are you available? And yes, I've had some things planned and there's some things I wanted to sort of do, but I just had to say, okay, let's do it, because, what am I waiting for at the end of the day? This is my life, and this is something that I have to prioritize. This is something that I have to take very seriously. So I'm going to go into what exactly the surgery is for, and just talk a bit more about the condition that I have been dealing with that I found out about since 2013. So let's get into it. Right, so what I have been dealing with is something called paraganglioma. Paraganglioma is a tricky one to say, but I've kind of gotten used to saying it now. Paraganglioma was introduced into sort of my life when my mother was diagnosed with this disease. And sadly, she passed away with this disease and stuff like that. That was in March 2013. So it's an hereditary disease, and paraganglioma is like a rare condition. It is present in 1 in 100,000 people around the world, and it's not something that they have a cure for just yet. I mean, they might do, yeah, because I've been saying it from day. With all the money that we've put into this industry, and they got all the cures, they've got it all, they have it. But that's just my own opinion. That's neither here nor there. They say there's no cure for this just yet, and I guess there haven't been that many cases. I don't know the situation, but it's a rare type of is a rare type of sort of condition where tumors appear in your body. They're most likely to present themselves in the head area, neck area, the chest area, or the abdomen area. I had a tumor taken out of my neck, a quite large tumor taken out of my neck in 2014. And that was, traumatizing. As some of you know, that is what consequently ended my career as a singer. Or it kind of it kind of ended my career as a singer. And it took a very long time for me to recover from that surgery, even just to get my speaking voice back. And since then, I've had quite a few procedures. I've had a procedure on like a keyhole surgery on my lungs because they thought that it had spread there. So they had to do like a biopsy type thing to sort of get it out. But that was through keyhole surgery. And now this one, they said that there was like a tumor sort of growing in my stomach area, my abdomen area. But when they first discovered it, it was really, really small. There was nothing they could do with it. You know, they couldn't take it out. You know, it would have been too risky to take it out with it being so small. So it was just something that they've just been keeping an eye on through, you know, having regular CT scans and MRI scans as well. So I had a baby, I had Seth, and, you know, I obviously couldn't do any of those sort of scans. And some months after having Seth, you know, I put off having more scans because I just didn't want to. And when I eventually did, they said, oh, this is actually doubled. It's actually, you know, quite grown. So seeing the consultant, he said, look, this was what he had to say. He said, the size that it is now, we can operate and we can take it out. I was like, is this actually necessary? Because just the way they were saying it, it was like, it's not malignant, but it has the potential to be. It has the potential to be cancerous if it's left alone. Also, if it grows any bigger, the surgery to take it out will become so much more complicated because of where it is. If it grows any bigger, it's now going to start being wrapped around all these major arteries, all these major sort of whatever he was saying. And that is what will make the surgery a lot more complicated. And the longer you leave it, it has the potential to become malignant. It has the potential to become quite cancerous and potentially spread. And so his diagnosis is we must operate and take it out. I said, well, fair enough, it's doubled in size, but it's still quite small. Can you not just take it out through keyhole surgery? I asked. And he said, well, no, because of where it is, it's quite important for him to sort of go in open stomach surgery and have a feel, have a touch and stuff like that and take it out that way. And I was like, well, I don't want another surgery. Of course, who just wants to keep getting cut open and having all these things taken out and stuff like that? Like, you know, this is really, really hard for me to deal with. And he sat me down and we had a long chat and he showed me all the scans. He showed me all the pictures. He really explained it to me in depth about why it has to come out and stuff like that. And, you know, obviously I've agreed to do it. So the time has come for me to have this small tumor removed from my abdomen area. And, you know, he sat down and, you know, told me about the risks. You know, there could be some bowel issues and there could be some internal bleeding. There could be all these, you know, there's always risks when it comes to surgery. You know what I mean? Like there's always risks that come with surgery. And for me now, I just feel I've been calm about it, to be honest. More recently, I've been quite calm. You know, when I got the surgery date and stuff like that, I've been like, okay, cool. All I need to do is sort of put things in place because, you know, now I have Seth. I have things to think about. I have him to think about. So I've just been sort of trying to figure out, okay, who's going to look after him? And, you know, I'm trying to work on all these different kind of scenarios in my head. Like, I'm hoping to only be in hospital for a few days. You know, he says recovery period is 6 to 8 weeks because of the type of surgery it is. You know, I'm not going to be able to do much for like 6 to 8 weeks. And that's annoying because 6 to 8 weeks is a very long time. And, you know, I'm not going to be able to carry my child and he's heavy. So I'm not going to be able to carry him. And I don't really know how I'm physically going to feel. You know, I don't know. I have no idea how I'm physically going to be. Yeah, this is all just guessing. So I put things in place. You know, my sister will be helping me with him and his dad will also be helping to take him for a couple of extra days and stuff like that. So I put that in place. So yeah, guys, that's kind of what I'm dealing with. This surgery is literally in a couple of days. I haven't spent much time thinking about it. I feel fine. I'm physically fine. I'm in no pain. I'm, in no sort of discomfort. I don't know it's there. I don't feel it's there. I'm not having any sort of symptoms. And some of the symptoms associated with paraganglioma are things like, I don't know, fever and shortness of breath and, irregular sort of heartbeat and stuff like that. I've never experienced any symptoms when it comes to paraganglioma. The only reason that they know that I have, I have paraganglioma sort of tumors is because this is what my mum had, and it is like a hereditary disease. So we've had to do all the gene testing and stuff like that, and that's literally how they know that I have it. And after having the gene test and finding out that I have the gene, there was further tests and scans and everything, and that's when they discovered that tumors were there. So it's quite a scary thought because it's like I've never experienced any of the sort of symptoms associated with paraganglioma tumors ever. Even with all my scans and finding out that I had the tumors and stuff like that, I never experienced any tumors. There was nothing wrong with me before having the surgeries. So that's quite a scary thought. Like, you have this sort of thing and you don't even know it because, you're living life normally and you don't even know what's going on in your body. So it's a weird one for me because I kind of feel like even now I'm fit and healthy. I'm, living life normally. And, now that I'm about to have the surgery, things are going to change yet again. And I don't like that thought. I don't like it at all. I don't like the whole unknown about how I'm going to feel. I really don't know how this is going to affect me, if it's going to affect me. I am definitely going to work towards trying to stay positive and trying to sort of fight through this and come out of it the other side and be sort of still remain in this sort of great positive mindset that I've sort of been encouraging myself to be in. I've battled with depression as a result of having surgery before, and it really changing my life. It changed my life. I went through having identity crisis for so long because of what having the first surgery did to me. It was really, 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 really tough. So I'm now just sort of feeling like I don't know how I'm gonna feel at the end of it. I'm purposely gonna try and just remain positive. I don't know how much pain I'm gonna be in, if I'm gonna be in any pain at all. I don't know. I do know that I'm gonna have a scar down the middle of my stomach. He showed me. He said there's gonna be a scar down the middle of your stomach, and I hate that. I really, really, really hate that. I do not want, another scar on my body, especially one on my stomach, because it's just like, I don't want such a scar. Like, I've got a few scars already. I got one on my neck. I've got a few little scars from the keyhole surgery, just like on my sides and on my back. So I already have quite a few scars that I hate. And I just kind of feel like this one is going to be right down the middle of my stomach. And I'm just like, man, and I'm at a point now where I'm like, enough with the surgeries, enough, because it's so annoying and I hate being scanned, even though it's like quick. You're just in these stupid machine things and you're just being scanned, and I hate MRIs. I've said to my doctors, look, any opportunity that you don't have to that I don't have to sort of do an MRI, please, because I hate it. I'm so scared of MRIs. Like, it's so claustrophobic and not pleasant at all. And yeah, so at the moment, I'm fine. I'm physically fine and I'm carrying on as normal with my life, and doing what I can do. Writing so many blog posts, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to YouTube and document, my progress in the hospital and afterwards. I say that now, I will do my best. I will do my best to sort of document my journey. I don't really want any sort of train or anything to stop rolling, because of this. I really don't want my life to, have another halt because of this. Because I don't want it to affect me again in the negative way that I did before. So yeah, I mean that's what's going on with me now. I mean, I'm the most concerned about, my capabilities, in terms of, being able to look after my child, because I do everything. I'm with Seth full time, and it is a lot. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm always sort of picking up after him, and I just love grabbing him for a cuddle, and we're always playing together, dancing together, and stuff like that. And just the thought of not being able to do that for quite a while is a scary thought, because how am I going to bathe him, and how am I going to sort of carry him up and down the stairs, because I live in a flat. And these are the things that are worrying me the most, if I'm being honest. And yeah, that's something that I'm just not going to know, what it's going to be like until sort of after the surgery takes place. So it is a tough one, man. I'm not going to lie. Like, I've not really spoken about it with anybody. I tend to sort of brush past it when people ask, how you feeling? How you doing? And then I'm just like, yeah, man. It's about time it happens. Like, I just brush past, because I don't want to have to, worry. I don't want to have to be nervous. I just rather sort of not think about it until I have to, I guess. My heart goes out to, anyone, mothers and stuff like that are dealing with sort of long-term illnesses that affect, their ability to do sort of everyday tasks, around the house or just for themselves. My heart really goes out to them. And my first surgery was on my neck, so I was able to sort of use my body. And that surgery, I obviously didn't have a child then, so I was sort of handling what I needed to handle by myself, I guess. So this time is going to be, I imagine it's going to be much different, because I do have Seth, and he is 19 months, very, very much still dependent on me to sort of change him and bath him and do all that stuff. And I'm just trying to keep a positive head. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just want to be able to look after my child properly. Do you know what I mean? I don't want someone to have to do it for me. Do you know what I mean? And it's so annoying not knowing how I'm going to be physically. It's very serious surgery. The tumor is in such a place that it's not straightforward. They're going to have to kind of go deep to get it out, and they're going to have to, cut me open like proper to get it out. And it's super invasive. It's super, super serious. It's super, super serious. And, thinking about it, talking about it now, I think this is the most I've actually spoken about it. It's scary, but it's very necessary, It's something that I have to do. And, I'm a woman of faith. I believe that God will heal me. I believe that I'm going to have full cause to be grateful to God for bringing me out the surgery, and I pray for like a speedy recovery. It is my aim, it is my mission to fight and to be well quickly. And it's my aim and it's my mission to make sure that I stay on my grind and I continue to work on the businesses that I'm building from the ground. I'm doing a lot of reading, I'm doing a lot of research. That's not going to stop. I refuse to let this bring me down mentally again. I have people there. I have a psychologist who I'm going to begin seeing. I have such great support from my family. And I am determined to stay strong and not let another surgery affect my mental health again. That's the space I'm in now. So I'm doing that by taking a lot of positiveness, a lot of great affirmations, and praying and believing that God will do it, God will heal me and stuff like that. So I wanted this episode to be about basically what I'm dealing with now, and just sort of let you guys in. This is a platform which I let you guys, into my inner thoughts and feelings about everything, and everything that's going on with me personally is included in that. I want to be able to share and stuff like that. So if you're out there, you're dealing with something similar, or anything that you kind of feel that you want to talk with me about, you know what to do. Email me at yourmumpodcast@gmail.com, and let's converse. Let's be there for each other. Let's uplift each other. Let's encourage each other. Because, I know that there's so many mothers out there, parents out there, there's dads as well, who are going through, quite a lot when it comes to their health and stuff like that. And I'm here, there's so many people here, that are happy to support and have great conversation and, and be there for one another. So, yeah, thank you so much, guys, for listening, and just please send your prayers and your words of encouragement. I'll be glad to receive it. And yeah, so the podcast will still be going. There'll still be episodes coming out weekly, by God's grace. There will still be episodes coming out. I have some great podcasts that I have in my archives that I'll be releasing each week. So look out for those. And thank you guys so much for your love and support and for listening. So I will catch you soon. Okay, guys. Bye.